Oh, God.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the semi-finals of the Summit 2. I got a little excited here. This is a Game 5 of the tournament.
I mean, C9's destined to get second place, so it's basically
the grand finals then. All right, fair enough. Of course, I'm not alone here. I'm LD. I'm joined by Mott as well as PPD. And you can see Secret. They're focused. They're ready. They started the series off 0-2. They were on the ropes. They were a little stressed out there. I was actually adminning for them in Game 3, and they pulled it together with a big team fight lineup in Game 4. Some fantastic split pushing from Kuroki's anti-mage, great team play overall, and they managed to force this deciding Game 5. Vici, they had the hot start, they had the momentum, but they could not close out Secret, and now, well, it comes to Game 5. So with that said, I want to ask your opinions, guys. Who do you think is going to take this? Do you have a strong favorite? Is it very even?
Honestly, I really like Vici Gaming, and I like their late game potential. I like Black as well. They just get so hype. And not that obviously Secret don't. You have No Tail. He's so loud in there, and they're both of the rooms are situated right next to each other. So there's like always just like this just exuberance of noise coming out from both of them. But like when it comes down to it, I think Vici Gaming, they have some unorthodox drafts, and I think Black in the late game. Not that Kuroki can't do it, but he's got some potential. So
ROTK's legacy lives on. You know, they're not quite as loud, but they're trying. No Tail has not been loud, but if they win this game, I think he's going to be pretty hyped. So
I think that's what this tournament was missing. ROTK.
He had a lot of fun last
time. He's a character.
He is.
He's
he
a good
really
time.
Is. He went to the viewing party. He just hung out there all day. People were buying him drinks. He was signing everything. A lot of the players went there like, oh, I'm bored. You know, I want to go rest. I'm tired. He was just having a fantastic time with the fans. So with that said, guys, the draft is underway. We are cleared. All good to go. Game 5 winner plays Cloud9. Into the draft we go.
I heard a Brewmaster pick.
Yeah. Pick. You know,
oh God,
Peter, we were just discussing the draft right before this game began, and you said Brew's just going to get bad. I mean, it's been bad every game, but they get it this time.
I mean, well, you can kind of guarantee that they're going to first pick it if you let it through. So,
obviously, Vici Gaming know that. So
yeah, they know that. So they
feel like they can deal with the Brew.
They think they can deal with the Brew.
Is this a pride cometh before the fall kind of moment?
Nah, it's fine. It's fine. Like Brew's manageable, but like you have to play so well. And I mean, Vici can definitely do it, but like a couple mistakes and a couple lost team fights, and all of a sudden Brew's like 16 and with Vlad's AC, and then he's unkillable. And
yeah, that build is way more popular now. We're seeing a lot of Ags play, but games tend to go later now, and it seems like the Aura build, the Abyssal, even a Refresher is more your line of progression for most Brewmasters.
I feel like those two items are just items that you get like every single game for the most part. They're just so good. They give you so much. Assault Cuirass, Vlad's obviously is so good, I think, early in the game. And I don't know if I really like them giving away the Brewmaster, because we talk about Brews, but I feel like S4 Brew is actually just fucking ridiculous sometimes. He could go to work. And you talk about the IO or the Elder Titan for No Tail all the time, but I feel like this is a hero that you can't really give away to them.
Oh, they actually didn't even ban. They didn't even ban Wisp.
They're not. They might not pick.
Well,
it
they
here.
crushed the Wisp in Game 1.
Yeah,
that might have been when you're having a little power nap.
No, I saw it.
Yeah.
I fell asleep during Game 2. I didn't even sleep that long.
There was a nice photo taken of your power nap.
Why do people take pictures of other people sleeping?
I don't know.
It's actually so rude.
That's why the stream's there. Get the behind the scenes.
That's true. I actually was just sleeping on stream.
That's on you, man. That's on you. You're not supposed to.
I saw the couch. I just went for it. I said, "Yeah, who cares?"
Had to decompress. You were a little over salinated, but you've had a chance to cool off, kind of balance things out a bit.
I blame Europe.
What's wrong?
It brings out the worst in people.
Are you glad to be back in good old America? We actually have a full American cast, by the way. I don't know if we've discussed that yet.
Hell yeah.
We just had the Swedish cast, but we're closing out with some America. We're casting a Chinese and a European team. So
freedom levels are off the charts right now.
This is truly an international
European overlords.
Yeah. Well, I'll hail them. For now, they're looking pretty good. They've got the momentum coming to this game. Well, draft Secret. They ban out the Sand Cane of FY. They removed the Super Ember Spirit.
All right, here we go. Exort Invoker, Vengeful Spirit. We're gonna have high physical DPS coming out from Vici Gaming in order to burst down the Panda Brewlings.
So they want to fight him during the split.
They're going to have to fight him.
They do have Anchor Smash?
That's not true. They might be able to dodge fights. It depends on their last couple picks.
They're
going to need...
How do you beat Vici Gaming if you're Secret? Because it seems to me where Vici really excel is just their early roaming and then their execution later on in terms of like when they decide, their timings basically.
I mean, if I had to... like, I know Mott said that he thought Vici was probably better, but I think Secret is better prepared and like for this tournament than Vici is. Like I think before the series started, I thought Secret would kind of have their way with them, but
They were actually leading in the first and second game, I believe, right? And then Vici ended up kind of coming back.
Yeah, the PA was doing some work early on in that game, and then Black just farmed up a monstrous amount of items, and they took some really good fights. But Secret have certainly played more games since than Vici Gaming. I mean, Vici, you don't play a lot of games in China to begin with. Who knows how many they scrim, but Secret's in like 4 or 5 different tournaments right now.
Well, actually,
so.
that is true recently, but Vici Gaming had the most games played since TI4 up until like Star Ladder Season 10 when they didn't go to the LAN final. Since then, they've kind of been off the radar.
All right,
And
that's
out
Terrorblade
comes
pick.
the Terror
I like
Blade.
it. Good pick. They
Black
see this.
Terrorblade.
They have tons of physical damage.
And there's not much deep push here.
I
in
guess that
Secret.
means it's probably going to be a super Quaswex Invoker then.
Yeah, so that's really good against the Brew for the EMP. Just making sure that, and just in general, I think as well. I really like Quaswex Invoker. Although Black earlier today in that series, Quaswex, he did some work. So I think either's fine.
Yeah, but I mean the hero has his limits. Like late game, it's still just an Invoker.
Against the Doom as well.
10
It can be
seconds
rough.
remaining.
But to be fair, I guess you've got some other high priority Doom targets, and well, I guess the question is, what is Kuroki going to be playing? What's that second support for Secret? What are you thinking? Well.
Second support.
They could still go IO, but I don't know how that is with the Dazzle together. I'm not sure.
They're
No.
still. I don't think they'll pick IO. I think Notel might play like Earthshaker
hmm
or potentially Witch Doctor. Like I wouldn't expect anything crazy or anything brand new. I think they'll just stick to. I mean, it's game 5. You know, this is a single elimination tournament basically. So they need to.
Tournament lives on the line. Yeah, Secret, they've banned out 2 of those great roaming
Reserve
supports
time.
for that VG Gaming like to run, so they still find one in the Venge. Has a bit of late game potential as well.
Yeah, that's. I mean, that's. Like, it's kind of interesting. Like we have like say top 4 teams right now. We have EG, Vici, C9, and Secret, and then like you have like Vici and EG who have like I think we both of us have like really different drafts like all the time, like tons of different styles. But then you have Secret and C9 who have like very standard drafts. Like they have like 4 to 5 heroes on each player, and then they play those every time, and like certain like whichever ones they can get. Like they just pick around basically what's banned, and
But it's always like the same constellation of heroes.
exactly. And I haven't really been able to determine which way I think is best. Definitely like one way is easier to play, I think, and I think that's like, really important for like single elimination tournaments like this. And I think that
Just having something like solid and stable
exactly
that you're
something
very
you're incredibly
comfortable
comfortable with.
Yeah.
Like they've probably scrimmed with maybe this even exact lineup like 2 or 3 times.
with.
So-
The Omni Knight ban comes out. This was banned as the 5th ban in one of their previous matches as well in
That's
this series.
an okay ban. Omni, like I would never pick Omni into Panda Doom though, because like first off, Panda has Purge on Earth Thing, and that can remove GA.
A lot of players have. At least I haven't seen. Like I've seen a lot of games where players just don't use that. Is it just?
It's just
is it a micro issue? There's just too many things going on. Forget about in the heat of battle, or.
There's a lot going on, but it's very important to use. Like
But on paper, he should be able to counter Omni Knight pretty well with that.
also, yeah, you can just cyclone someone up in the air and
5
kind of like
seconds
delay a team
remaining.
fight through GA or something like that. And Doom as well just removes everything. So
Reserve time.
Well,
This next pick is going to be an FY hero, and this is what I'm really looking forward to. I feel like a lot of the plays that Vici Gaming make are through FY and Fenrir together.
they should
His-
pick Enigma.
you think so?
I think Enigma. Well, I don't know. I haven't
10
seen.
seconds.
Not. It doesn't feel like something Vici would run.
Yeah. Okay, Jakiro's something they run. Enigma would have been pretty good though, I think.
So it's a support Jakiro. We saw the core Jakiro was really
Yeah.
popular for a while.
No,
You
they-
guys were running it off lane like every game during Star Ladder. It's kind of fallen off lately.
Yeah, we ran it a lot at WC. I think is where we first started running it.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks to we played like a million NEL games, and we just pick offlane Jakiro.
Shout out to IX Mike.
We didn't scrim ever. Like for like since TI, we haven't scrimmed. We just played NEL, and we just like draft against each other, like me and Artur. Just
10
draft against each
seconds
other, and then
remaining.
Universe is like, give me Jakiro every game. We're like, all right, first pick Jakiro. So
5 seconds
See Vici
remaining.
Gaming get a little hype there, trying to build up their emotional energy. They're banging the table. I could actually hear it with my
Reserve
headphones on.
time.
Yeah.
really,
Yeah.
yeah, they're pretty loud up there.
Black's like the most unassuming guy for like the first half of the game. He'll just like, okay, he'll respond like, okay, yeah. His team like yells at him,
And then it's nicer.
and then yeah, he gets like one kill, and then he's just nice, and he keeps building, and then like at the end of the game, he
It's like a
freaking explodes.
cacophony of nices. you
Yes, it's actually ridiculous, but I like the Jakiro pickup because if there's one thing that FY can do really well, it's definitely farm up a quick item, whatever that is, like a quick blink dagger, especially for Jakiro, get a Yule Scepter out early on, which is, I mean, you have obviously Liquid Fire to take down towers, to take camps as well, so it shouldn't be too much of an issue for him to be a force. He shouldn't fall too far behind, I think, in this game, and With the Vengeful Spirit as well, they have plenty of physical damage. And then the Venomancer comes out. This is a hero I've seen a lot recently, but only like in this tournament. I've seen it a couple other times in other tournaments, but like it's really coming to its own, I think.
Talk to us about Veno. It was a really popular hero in your showdown with Cloud9 earlier today.
Yeah. I mean, the best thing about Veno is the vision that he provides, and he also keeps lanes pushed, so you have to have a hero static there for a while. That being said, I don't think it's the best pick here, just because like Vici's fine with just farming, and I don't know how well Secret can force towers. Like they don't really have much tower push. They have the panda. It's like to kind of like maybe force a fight if he can get in, but I'm not really sure which draft I'm favoring too much. Support Veno is a totally different hero than like a core.
Yeah, we
Veno.
have not seen support Veno like hardly at all. We've almost exclusively seen core Veno lately.
That's because I think it's kind of generally considered ass. I don't like it too much, but it certainly could work here. I think it's
not that bad.
It's not as bad as some people think it is, for sure. I'm excited to see how it plays out, and they go for the boots first as well.
You need to get through laning phase for sure.
Yeah,
because Gale is great and it's really good in lane, but certain offlaners can do just fine. Like I guess Tide, maybe Veno is good against Tide, but like when I was playing earlier, like against like Legion Commander from like Bone 7, like Veno like hits for like 40 damage, and it doesn't even touch our heroes that have more than like 2 armor.
Yeah, it can be rough there, and the one thing with him is you really want to max out Poison Stain and the wards, ideally get a couple points in Gale, and get the level 2 ultimate, so we'll see. If Big Daddy can at least get those level 4 wards, that'll be nice. Secret going to move into their own jungle, look to defend it early and protect this big camp.
Support Veno just needs level 7, and then he just throws wards everywhere. And you just go like sit in a lane and defend a tower, and it's so hard to push into the towers. But I mean, it's definitely not good versus Terrorblade. It's not even that good versus Tide.
So why pick Veno then?
I don't like the pick, but there's a couple picks. I also really don't like the Jakiro pick either. I think Witch Doctor would have been a fantastic pick for Vici there.
This Terrorblade is just going to eat those wards. Like he's just going to pop Metamorphosis, and if they're pushing down a tower, it's not even going to be a problem.
Even his illusions can pop down the wards real quick.
So it kind of like why essentially he needs to get some big poison novas off in these fights, or else I don't know how it's going to go. But
yeah, I mean it depends if Fly's able to get Doom on Terrorblade or not. Because if they have Veno ult plus Doom, like that's good. That hero's
die.
Yeah, that hero's dying.
Yeah, you're gonna die. I mean, maybe they deny you, but you're definitely gonna die regardless.
Oh, Veno's also pretty good versus Venge, because like Veno gets all his damage off, and then even if you swap, like the hero still takes a ton of damage.
That's true.
But then again, it is support Veno. It's not like he's gonna have that early Ags or early level 11 or early. I think with like support Veno, like he's probably gonna play a hard 5, I think, and then Puppy will kind of farm a bit on Dazzle, so it will be even hard for him to even like get an early level 6 ultimate off because it just costs so much mana.
Well, we are going to see Vici go for a defensive tri-lane here. They've got FY hiding off in the trees. He's got a smoke already picked up right away. Not normally considered a great roaming support early on that Jakiro, but let's see if he looks to make some plays here. They'll be protecting Black on his Terrorblade in the safe lane against the offlane Doom, and it's a dire offlane as well, so we may see this Doom tuck away into the jungle fairly early, depending on how this lane goes.
You know, dire offlane's almost better than Radiant offlane now.
You think so?
Yeah. With the new like lane speeds and stuff like that. Like I think if you ask a lot of offlane players, they'll even say that they prefer dire offlane more than Radiant offlane.
Any reason in particular? Because you don't have the pull, right?
Well, I mean, just where like look where the creep started. Like he's almost at his tower to start the game. All he has to do is sit in his lane and block, and his creeps are slow, super slow forever. And then blocking on Radiant is like really difficult, or blocking in the safe lane in general is really difficult because the creeps are so fast.
Yeah, I guess he decides they're tri-laning, they're investing a lot here. I'm just going to rotate off the lane for a bit.
Yeah, I think he got his level 2, and now he's just going to go to the jungle.
Yeah, Big Daddy can maybe rotate there if they look to push, and they've got this Tide under control. The Tide also going to rotate. Do want to mention, Vici, they made sure to protect their Ancients running this Tide, and it's been a trend for all teams, basically. Make sure you get your early Ancient stacks out. So, Simba into the woods.
Yeah, you need... that's like a really crucial thing for each team, is that they need some hero that can just farm Ancients, because if you're not farming Ancients, that means you're missing out on a decent chunk of farm on the map, which is like really safe, guaranteed farm.
I noticed that you guys always make a big point of emphasis of having somebody that can farm Ancients effectively and making sure that you're taking everything off the map, specifically when you're farming.
Ice could be our first blood here. EMP coming in. Who's going to drop? S4 getting slow, but it's Ice who ends up going down. Secret, they connect, get out to a quick early lead here. Super unable to really offer much at this stage of the game, and well, that's an offlane tie down. They did manage to stack the Ancients.
That's big.
Still, first blood to Secret.
First blood to Venomancer of all
Yeah,
heroes.
exactly. That's I mean, that's going to help a lot in terms of getting towards that level 7 like you were talking about, getting some semblance for him to do something. I do want to point out, I think, that Vici threw 2 sentry wards down in their jungle to try to counter that observer ward that's blocking their safe lane camp there, and they couldn't find it, apparently. It's just out of range. It's on the edge there, so they don't have their pole camp to work with.
And that does block the
That's
camp, I
so
guess.
bad
Yeah.
for them. At least they can kind of pressure the tower because there's a Doom. So he's off in the jungle. But
That's a lot of... they just put a lot into that and got nothing out of it, so Sentry's kind of wasted. But
I'm a big advocate of the left-right D ward on Radiant camp rather than the north-south.
it always seems so difficult to be able to get the right Sentry wards in the Radiant side, at least.
Yeah, it's. I think you need almost 3 to guarantee it, but if you have like left and right, I think you almost cover it, and you only miss it if it's placed like right in the middle.
How about what's harder, that or the Dire Ancients? Because
Dire Ancients is
Dire Ancients are the hardest, do you think?
Uh,
AUI was saying that he thinks it's like, well, he didn't say he thought it was harder than the Radiant Polecat, but he was talking about how difficult it is to D-ward.
Terribly Jakiro lane. Dear God. That tower's dead.
Think about the Dire Ancients. There's like spots on the cliffs, like inside the trees, that you could place wards that block Ancients.
Yeah,
so
like
you
just
have
right
to have,
up the ridge,
yeah,
but
so
below the big
you have to have
cliff.
flying vision in order to D-ward it, and that means you have to like take the courier away or.
It's a pain. I guess they do have wards in the case of Secret, so it'll be less of an issue for them potentially. But here we go. As we're gonna pick up a bounty rune. How you feel about the lanes overall? First tower goes to Vici, first blood goes to Secret. CS-wise looks pretty even so far across the board. Ice is getting his levels. The Doom also getting his. Do you feel like either team is a good early advantage here?
The first tower is really nice. And then oh, wow. Nice.
EMP on the S4 mid lane. He's not going to have mana for a whole lot. He claps. He tries to retreat. Cannot make his way out.
Kill.
All right, now
Big
I think,
takedown.
Now I think Vici's doing better.
Yeah, because I would have said before, like, the
Huge
lanes are
kill.
super even, and like you have the side that can farm the Ancients, the Doom that can go to the jungle, but with that kill, that's going to delay S4 for a while now, and that's something you don't see too often. Usually S4 gets up and running really early, but this game is going to be kind of difficult, I think. So
EMP will be a pestilence for him this game, that's for sure. So I guess we expect to see that Orchid build on the Invoker. Just go around with Ghost Walk, try to find pickoffs.
Yeah, definitely. Orchid and then probably BKB for him. Potentially Force. No, I think definitely BKB.
Okay. So they can doom you, but then they're committing a lot, and Tide's free to Ravage. Your Terrorblade can do whatever he wants.
Invoker shouldn't be getting doomed. He should be he'll be able to like kind of start from outside the fights and then Tornado EMP in, get his Cold Snap off, and kind of see the doom coming in. I guess.
Gotcha.
He should be fine.
I think until Ice gets that Blink Dagger, he might be the Doom target for the most part. Just
Yeah,
to make
Titanner
sure
is always a good doom target.
you just don't want to get that Ravage off. But Ice usually gets, especially with this, if he does get an Ancient stack, he will be able to get the Blink fast. And
Meanwhile, mid lane, S4 does get taken down by the Invoker. A
Holy
solo kill, it looks like. Was the Venge even there?
I think Venge at least through Tear.
yeah, wave.
Radiant's
No match
Yeah.
missile though. That's not on cooldown. So
Really?
I might have thrown it really early and then it cooled down.
Yeah,
just
yeah,
maybe, I don't
yeah.
I think it would have had to have.
It's got to
cooled
be.
down
Like,
missile,
how does Panda die like that?
Yeah, so good rotation there by the Venge, and it seems to be Vici's greatest strength. Their roaming always seems to work out.
So this is how you shut down the Panda.
Just roam on him a lot.
I guess.
He's normally one of the most difficult
Yeah,
mids in
he's
the
so
game
hard to
kill.
kill. But, I mean, Quaswex Invoker has pretty good damage early, especially if you get some help.
And they are going to go for a Midas now on Kuroki.
Yeah, he'll pick up the Midas and it'll probably go straight for the Blink Dagger. That just seems to be the normal build, especially for him. I mean, Tread's first, obviously, before the Blink, but that's like from what I've seen, some Slarks go for Shadow Blade, but I imagine it's going to be a Blink Dagger this game, right?
Puppy. He's
He's
dead.
Ruh-roh.
He's dead.
Gets caught out, and
He's
done.
Great, but no TP.
yeah, Puppy ain't going anywhere. Or is he? Gosh, no, that's there. S4 now
split.
joining the fight. There's your first Brewmaster split of the game, and don't see Ice getting out of here. That watermelon, nowhere to go.
gone,
He's
Ice.
chopped up.
They have Cyclone, but they're all backing away. They're underneath the tier 2 tower, so 1-for-1 trade. They do force at the split, so cooldown for 1.
Doesn't look like they get to take a tower off of this, though. So good news for Vici in that sense.
And Black's still farming, I think. He's down in his own jungle. He's giving FY the lane. And obviously, like, if this is big because you have somebody that could just farm at the jungle. You might as well just give FY the lane here. Make sure you get as much golden experience as possible. Get a 12-6, get your Macro Power going, level up your Liquid Fire,
Macropyre at 6?
or whatever it is that you skill up.
think you go more Ice Path. Maybe, though. We'll see.
Meanwhile, Fog has a bloody nose. He's got issues.
Rip.
Tornado mid lane going on to S4. S4 pops the magic wand. Not going to be sufficient. He ends up dropping at the same time.
Right.
Ice happily standing his ground top lane. And this Brewmaster is dying an awful lot. I don't think I've seen S4 have this bad of a start on the hero in a long time.
They're going
Now
to keep going
Simba.
on Simba.
He just runs directly into the Invoker bench. He gets taken down, and simultaneously the Tide with a Ravage kills off the Midas Slark. What a train wreck of a landing stage for Secret.
Trainwreck, indeed. Trainwreck versus Venge Terrorblade. It's trouble, man.
Yeah, so what do you do now?
What do you do?
What's your game plan?
You need to secure a blink on Panda, but that seems like that's a whiles away.
He's died, what, 3 times, I think? Maybe.
Yeah, no, maybe 4.
Yeah, 3. Yeah, so that's ridiculous, man. Like, 500 gold, he's sitting at a bottle and just boots of speed here. He's, like, at 8 minutes, you...
Yeah, usually at about, like, 9.5 minutes, everyone's like, okay, guys, careful, Panda might have a blink. Not this game.
No.
I think Invoker's going to get his Orchid, but about the same time Panda gets blink, which is...
When you say that, it's just like it sounds like a ridiculous statement,
Yeah, no,
but in this case, it's probably true.
It's trouble, and then Slark has to really worry, because Invoker can easily solo kill Slark with Orchid.
Yeah, it's going to create problems for the Slark. It'll create problems even for the Dazzle, not being able to get off his grave in fights. Could be a tide turner. And meanwhile, what's our item progression looking like on Vici? So they've done a good job at slowing Secret down early, and I believe our Tide Hunter has got at least like 600 gold or so banked up right now. Oh, 500, 400. There you go. So
Jakiro's
Arcane's up on his way to a
close
blink.
heals.
Do they have any agent stacks for Vici? I imagine they probably do.
Yeah.
Only a single stack. But
Did they had a stack earlier and they took it, or... did they
no, I
just-
think they've only stacked it once.
Okay. Still want to get up that stack. That could be huge for them, especially if they continue to stack it up. And that blink dagger is going to come out soon. Is that blink going to come out before S4 gets his blink? Is the question. And if they kill S4 again, it could be close, honestly. But
You know, I'd really like Vici did the C9 thing with Venge Terrorblade and just went and did Roshan right now.
Just smoke right in and just go
Yeah.
for it. So how do you make that work? You just want to like tell
Yeah.
someone to play aggressive and stupid elsewhere just to distract them, or
EMP Tornado's
Hold
going to
that
go.
thought.
Cold Snap, Magic Missile. They just kill him so fast. He just dies so easily. Swap back. No Tail's going to fall as well. The right click coming in. That's 2 easy kills at a tier 1 tower. And they're getting Terrorbladed currently.
Venge Terrorblade second phase.
God.
EG and C9. We dream about stuff like that.
That sounds so miserable to play against. It's an easy tier 1 tower going their way.
well, the pressure mounts. Gold experience tipping their way, and is it fair to say that they've got the late game as well with the Terrorblade bench?
Absolutely.
Okay. Well, this is trouble now. Not a ton of deep push on Secret
you got all
aside
at
from those
6.
wards.
Dyer's middle tower
Mod, how do you
Mott,
just-
you're so good.
I know,
what is
man.
it? What is it? Mod facts or something? What
Mod
are
notes.
those?
Mod notes.
Mod notes, yeah.
Wow, how dare you.
I mean, come on, dude, give me a break.
I mean, if you guys need a consultant, I know his hourly rate. Here we go, Vici Gaming, working on that bottom tower. A little liquid fire action. They're going to rotate in some additional reinforcements. Super joining the fray, while Black just tucks away into the jungle again. Yasha ready if he wants to buy it, and well on his way to that Manta style.
Yep, he's going to get his 20-minute Manta Scotty. Then they're going to walk down lanes. Panda's going to split. All the Pandas are going to die instantly. And then you just got to hope there's a nice Doom.
This is
But
Black's dream game, man. This is what he lives for.
Doom doesn't even have his Midas yet, so...
Well,
Oh,
he lives
man.
for anti-mage games, but Terrorblade is an acceptable replacement.
I mean, he'll deal with it, especially in this circumstance.
You do what you got to... Actually, what he really wants is Pudge. Black loves playing Pudge.
I don't think that would fit here, unfortunately. God, that would be awesome, though.
Maybe for the finals.
Yeah, just bust it out. I guarantee you nobody's expecting that, so you'll definitely have the element of surprise, though, whether
Pocket
that's
strats.
enough.
Saving him, well, probably saving him for TI5, huh?
Yeah.
Someday.
It seems like it's a little early for that, but
I'm sure there won't be another patch.
Kuroki is farming pretty well, though. He has 83 CS. He's got the Midas as well, so... If there's one thing besides the Doom, maybe it's Kuroki with a Blink Dagger getting involved in picking off some of these squishier heroes. But
the
it doesn't
fluff
seem
and
like there's
stuff
too many of
smoke
them.
here from Puppy. Wants to get that, well, not a very deep board. All right, that's not going full fluff.
He's got 3 of them. He wants to put at least 1 down. Double bouncy. Look at that. Easy gold.
He's like level 90 already.
The dream.
Wow, Puppy.
Smoke gank.
Do they have the Orchid
Ghost
yet?
Swarm?
Super
I don't
on the
think
move?
so. That
Oh.
smoke broke.
Oh,
They're in the jungle.
about to engage here in the dire jungle. They'll get a little initiation onto Simba. EMP comes out, quick kill, looking for more. They try to turn this. The Bruce
Oh
split. It gets
my
canceled. He can't get it off. Oh, what a disaster! Ravage comes through, doesn't really do a whole heck of a lot, but they end up getting the kill anyway there. 3 down. It's going to be potentially 4. No TP available. They will lose Big Daddy. It's going to be a team wipe. 5 heroes dead.
Is this game just over?
GG.
I think it's over, man. I don't know what just happened, but that was probably the worst thing possible. At least Simba got his Midas off. It came to him, and that's one good thing, but wow.
They scratched, they clawed, they just worked their way back into this game 5 with nail-bitingly intense games, and then for this to happen, it's hard not to be tilted at this point if you're Secret.
I mean, I think in our game 5 we were down like 30K, right? We almost won.
Yeah, you never know, man.
I mean, it's only like 6K right now. Since they can't come back.
Yeah, it's definitely more of a momentum issue. They're actually not that far behind, considering that they're down 13-2. I mean, they're pretty far behind. But.
They're considerably far behind.
He has his ultimate orb right now. He's gonna have his Mantis Style and a couple hundred of gold. He's
help Scotty before 20 minutes probably.
That's actually just ridiculous. They're gonna smoke now, and they're gonna try to find something with this.
This will not go that well. They might get 1 kill.
There is no Ravage though. They do have everything else. I mean, I think all of them.
The thing is, when they take this fight, there's they don't have any towers down yet, so Vici can port in from everywhere, and they just have this big team fight, and they might get a kill or 2 with Doom, but
they might get Jakiro. FY is actually alone
Jakiro's
here.
down.
He's gonna get jumped down. There's the Gale. They will Doom him.
Oh, they committed Doom as well just to take down the Jakiro. It's an expensive kill.
It's just 1 kill, and they might even lose Puppy here if they're not careful.
Meanwhile, the
snap.
Yeah,
oh
he's
my
gonna
God.
get caught out. The Grave is there, but to what avail? Eventually, he'll be run down. The Tornado jams it in, plops him back down to earth, and it's a 1-for-1 after a big smoke and a Doom commitment from Secret with Ravage on cooldown. And Terrorblade, by the way, just free farming happily away.
Super's got a nice Crosswex Invoker.
What makes it nice?
Just great spell usage.
Yeah, just good placement of the EMPs and the tornadoes.
Just everything. Solid
Are
play.
you a Super fanboy?
No.
Can't you say something nice about somebody just once?
I did. I said his Invoker was phenomenal. I'm just saying I'm not anybody's fanboy, and especially after he beats me at TI4, I'm definitely not going to be his fanboy.
Fair enough.
Freaking punk.
The salt.
So ISIS has his Blink Dagger now. The Orchid, I think, is done as well. So Vici Gaming, really all they need to do is just secure the farm like you were talking about. Get the Scotty, get the Mantis Style for the Terrorblade, and just take down towers. And I don't know if there's any way that they can fight if Secret can fight into Vici Gaming right now, especially with Blink Ravage.
Well, what can they do, though? They don't really split push that fast. They don't have, like, a ticking time bomb late game hero. Slark,
No.
Doom can be quite good late, but you're up against the Terrorblade Venge, Invoker backing up, the double Ravage available eventually.
You have 2 Midases. So
That's true.
I'm sure you catch up in form eventually, as long as you keep CSing.
You can also get pickoffs too, but it's kind of hard, and they're going to find Kuroki. He's just getting a right click. There's the split coming in. Gets canceled. The Ravage is going to go. They're going to be able to bring him down maybe before it gets it off. Tornado coming in as well, and he will get it off finally, but they do pick up Kuroki first and foremost, an important target. And this is a defensive split. They're not going to try to fight this offensively, I don't think. They're just zoning them out. Cyclone up there. Maybe they will go. Oh, but meanwhile, Black comes in, blows up Puppy. They're looking for more. They're on the chase. The Earth Panda's like, get me the hell out of here, please, anything. Poison Nova goes and hits on a couple on the backside. You look at S4. He's done. He came back from the split. Dead as hell.
Oh, and a Courier does go down. 4,100 net worth. It was carrying everything. I believe that was Vici Gaming's Courier.
Yes.
So some small consolation for Secret. Maybe this is 3 minutes before they try and break the base, but we're talking about breaking the base at 16 minutes. They're up 18-3.
They could go base now.
So what we have the blink for the Tide Hunter. What else is on that Courier that went down?
I think the Mantis Style, or does he have it already?
I think he already
There's
has
a
it.
medallion, maybe?
Oh,
Meg.
and a completed
Yeah,
mech.
Meg.
Oh my.
I saw a chick.
Super's dead. Orchid again.
Where'd he
coming
come
in.
from?
TP'd in.
Hello.
Towers and, oh,
Invoker?
God.
Did you get Ghost Walk all the way down there?
Yeah.
I don't know, maybe.
I guess, yeah, Ghost Walk with that Orchid looking for
Super.
pickoffs.
Super just stepping it up in game 5.
No, Kuroki, get him. Blink Dagger, he doesn't get it
Sidestep
off.
God. Let's go.
He's really committed to this, but out casual Tornado, and now time to turn this one.
Oh,
Oh, he Orchid's the
wrong one.
illusion.
Alright,
That's
Super.
actually-
Well,
He's
I
not
think
gold.
you,
Did I just
I think you
jinx him?
jinxed him.
Oh, the Yule's though is going to
baited.
clean the Ice Path as well, and he's dead. So he got all that gold killing Super, but then he just dies anyways. Which I guess isn't that big of a deal considering how the game is going, but...
I guess at this point, getting a trade like that it's still good for you overall.
Yeah.
Even though it is your Slark, which
No, it's okay.
in theory
I think,
should be
I
a hard
think
carry.
Roker probably hit streak gold too.
That's true. Yeah, still sitting at level 13.
Yeah, unstoppable streak. So.
Puppey getting destroyed top lane. Double damage. Terrorblade just pounding into him. We'll go for the TP out. No way to cancel that.
That's without Metamorphosis,
Yeah.
and he just...
Thank God
Bricks him.
Ice Frog nerfs Thunder, right?
Yeah. Well, it doesn't seem to have really stopped the Terrorblade, but the
Nah,
range is better now.
It was
so-
actually a buff.
Yeah. The range is really good.
The hero was actually manageable before. Now he's not manageable. You can get like Thunder from like 600.
It
range
feels
or
feels a lot longer than the actual stated range.
Yeah.
Just one of those like you
Well,
just get
it's
off
you cast
casting.
it and
Yeah.
then they keep walking and
Like a Fiend's Group kind of thing.
everyone's like, "Oh, God, he's gonna Thunder, run!" And then he casts everything. And it looks like it's like 700 range and Terrorblade's full health. Your carry's instantly dead. You're like, oh,
Cool
God.
spell, guys. Well, they're going to try and make a move here onto FY. There's a Yule Scepter. Kuroki just kind of gets cold feet. He'll back himself out.
And this is how you have to play. When you're this far behind, you don't know who's behind FY in that bottom lane. You don't know what's happening, essentially. So you kind of forced to play defensively Shadow Dance early on. So
They do have some wards here. They have eyes on Black, but they can't really do anything about it.
I'm surprised that Roche hasn't been taking it. For
Oh no, do they have a gem? They catch out Kuroki here with the
Please,
magic
revenge.
missile. He's in a lot of trouble. Ends up falling. The Orchid preventing any retreat. Another death for the Slark. Kuroki, he's had some real struggle games in this best of 5, and this looks to be another one of them.
They're
Well,
gonna go mid, I
can they
think.
go Roche?
Doom, Ice. They catch him out of position. Drunken Haze is going to slow him down. They've split as well. And Ice isn't dead yet. Boulder Toss, Tornado EMP, No Tail, Magic Missile. He might fall on the backside. Ice will go down. It looks like he won't get denied. Puppey's going to die. 2 dead already. One of them is, in fact, Kuroki, though. Super gets caught out as well. Level Dash goes to right click. He might fall. And, well, 3 down. 3 for 2 trade thus far. There's the Metamorphosis. Simba, 2 right clicks. He's done. Black just goes to work again.
Look at that monster of a hero. How
Well,
terrifying.
Scotty basically done here. You've got your ultimate orb. Just need the point booster and that orb of venom if he doesn't already have it. And what do you know? Roshan, it's there. Why not? Free Roche for Vici Gaming.
Wave of Terror, Roche, Metamorphosis. That's dead in like 5 seconds.
Fenrir's
Wow.
having a game. Like, he's having such a good game. He's like, yeah, I'm gonna do phase boots on bench this game.
Every single roam has worked for them.
He just gets kills everywhere.
They really set the pace with those early ganks on S4. Like, they just dominated the game.
I mean, the gank was great, but then like the solo kill right after, like, or I think it was solo. Maybe we said that maybe the bench helped out, but
Yeah.
they needed like a uphill ward or something to help the Panda. I mean, I guess the Tornado EMP is like one really good way of dealing with Panda in the early game.
I was praising S4's Brewmaster, but he didn't really get much help here. This is not a typical S4 Brewmaster game.
Well, typically Brewmaster's supposed to be pretty self-sustainable. Like he can just sit mid, bottle crow, and spam
Yeah.
waves out with clap. But if somebody's actually ganking him, and like if he doesn't have mana to actually clap, because like the reason why Panda's so hard to gank is first of all he has evasion, and second of all the clap like reduces your attack speed by so much when you're trying to gank him. So it's like really hard to finish him off. And if he doesn't have mana to cast any spells, like you can just kind of right click him down.
The other thing is that Vici have a lot of nuke damage in the laning stage, whereas some lineups, which are maybe a little more auto attack based, they struggle. But
Yeah, Venge-
Liquid Fire, the Venge Stun.
Yeah, Venge actually, I think at level 3 he went 2 in stun or something, so he was looking for more magic damage early on to but just basically deal with that Brewmaster, I think.
Well, consider him dealt with. 6.5k net worth. The enemy off lane tide has higher net worth.
Yeah, and once you get this far down and Venge and TV are so farmed, like the Pandas die so quickly. So I mean, the hero's almost useless if you get to this point of the game.
So I mean, I guess we'll see him go into this Vlad's AC build, but it's going to be playing catch up in an arms race. That's how it feels. Vici Gaming looking to close out Secret and win a chance to take on Cloud9 in the best of 5 grand finals. Will the second place streak continue? I don't know.
6 seconds before Metamorphosis here, and they're going to go high ground. This is their time to go. They have Aegis, they have Scotty. We talked about him getting it at 20 minutes. He got it at 20:45, by the way.
Terror God in the base. He's in your house looking to bring down Secret and finish them off here from a chance at first place at the Summit too. And comes the Blake, the initiation, but they silence S4. Quick Orchid prevents a split. Might just spell doom. They will buy back on him, but that puts him even farther behind. They get nothing done for that. Now from the backside of Doom will come out onto the Jakiro though, not onto Black, who just calmly pounds away onto Simba. They do Bruce Split. Black trying to find a southern target. He gets it off. Oh no. Goodness gracious. And then, oh, by the way, they stole a Bruce Split. Nope.
It's just that easy. They're going to keep going. Cyclone up in the air, though, and now Fenrir has to back away. Split still going. Kuroki's back in the fight here. He's going to get right-clicked down 2, 3, 4, and he's done. Triple kill, godlike spree for Black, and he's just going to go to work on these towers. Kuroki is forced to buy back now. Simba has already bought back, and his Doom has now been expended. Black still has the Aegis, for God's sakes. Can't even bring this guy down once, let alone
It's just funny when you see the brew split and like all the Brewlings are just running around, but nobody's dying or even taking damage. Tide's just anchor smashing them.
Yep.
I've rarely seen a Bruce just can't get anything done.
And
That was a quadruple buyback as well,
Oh my gosh.
and a dieback on the Veno.
That could have been a lot worse, I suppose. They lost the tier
I don't-
3 tower. I mean,
How much worse can that possibly go?
you lose your racks and then you lose the game, I suppose. But like that, they're
use,
pretty
like-
much. It's all but that at this point.
They used like 3 buybacks.
It was
yeah.
4.
Yeah.
4. Yeah. I
Yeah,
mean,
it showed the 4 icons. Or Dota's drunk. I mean, that's the other possibility. Whew. Well,
Mott
this is painful.
with the easy prediction.
Hey man,
Vici Gaming.
they look solid in that first game, and I don't know. The drafts were kind of silly the past couple of games, especially that Phoenix pick, which we were talking about. Wasn't too sure.
Mid lane, they're going to jump in on the Dazzle right now, looking to finish off Puppey. Easy kill for Super. At the same time, a Tornado clips,
Slark on the 6.
catches Simba.
Oh,
And they're
man.
just going to slowly try to run him down. Yeah, that Slark looking for a way into the fight, can't find it. And then in the end, they'll just surround the Doom, wrangle him into submission, and another kill. It's
Get out of there,
Invoker
Big
just
Daddy.
running around killing everyone. This will be another solo kill, possibly. Needs a little bit of help. They're going to get it. Swap in for the stun. Good teamwork here from Vici. Connect again. Earn will finish the job.
I know. Ben just died.
This is
time to
this
go
is
to high
it.
ground now.
They quadruple bought back. They can't buy back again on 2 of these heroes.
It's a set of racks, if not, more.
Actually, on any. The Veno doesn't have money.
Rip.
Is he
Poor
dead?
Venno.
This is how it ends for Secret, it looks like. Man, what a deflating Game 5 for them, but
Yeah.
just dominant display from Vici.
Sometimes that's just how it goes. You have this epic series, you go game 5, and then one team just annihilates the other one. Like, it's kind of unfortunate that. I mean, EGC9 game, like, even though we lost, that game was insane.
Yes, I think several people had heart attacks watching that game. EMP again. Ravage as well. No, Brewmaster split. Doesn't have the mana for it anyway, even though they grave him.
He's got it.
Yep, there you go. Just gets it off, but doesn't matter. They've already lost one lane of racks. Fenrir, focus. Not finished, though. He'll earn himself. They changed focus again in this fight. Still haven't gotten a single kill. And then, finally, the Slark looks to make his way in, but to what avail? They might even kill the Brewmaster during split. His Earth Panda surrounded, and, well, you're not going anywhere. S4 down with you as well. Vici Gaming, beyond godlike for Black. He is looking dominant, looking to repeat their success from ESL1 New York, where they came, they
man.
saw, and they conquered in a big Western tournament. And they're
Look.
looking to do the same here in the Summit. They'll have a date with Cloud9 in the Grand Finals. That will be tomorrow. Well, on the other side, Secret dropped down. They will face you guys in the 3rd place decider match tomorrow.
That's rough, man. I know Secret really wanted to win this tournament. They gotta be really disappointed. I mean, I think everyone really wanted to win this tournament, but, I mean, yeah, see, they're so happy. Like, I mean, well-deserved. They played really well, and Secret, they just had nothing to do with Terrorblade pick. Like, they had no illusion clear at all. They had, what do they have? Panda Clap and Slark Death Pact, I guess?
Could they have done anything differently, like in the laning setup, or was that mostly a draft issue for you?
Well, the issue with the offlane Doom is that the Doom has to retreat and leave the lane. So then you have no idea where the supports are, so they can just freely roam into the mid lane. And I think when the Doom goes to jungle like that, you either need an offlane or you need one of your supports to either put pressure on the offlane. But it's kind of tough to do against a Terrorblade because Terrorblade can just solo the lane really easily. Maybe if they should have moved one of their supports mid and been ready to counter gank, but I mean, just good execution by especially Super and Fenrir. Everyone else just kind of farmed. They were the real
Yeah,
playmakers.
FY had a Yules at like 60 minutes.
Yeah.
Just macro pyring creep waves, chilling bottom lane. Black looks happy. Vici Gaming look excited, and
They should be.
yeah, well-deserved victory for them. Hopefully we'll be able to get one of the players for a quick post-game interview. See what... I'd love to get FY or maybe even Fenrir on the couch.
Negative 0.6 fantasy points.
FY
You
or
don't say that
Fenrir.
too often.
Maybe
That's-
get Ice Ice
that's-
to translate.
that's not a
Thank
lot
you,
of points.
P-Flex.
No, that is not a lot of points. I didn't know you could have negative points in fantasy. That seems to be an issue. Oh well, but that was actually for that last game. That didn't do the series justice. The series was great overall, and the 5th game unfortunately didn't go the way that Secret wanted it to, and I think a lot of the fans wanted it to. But still, Vici Gaming played an absolutely disgusting game. That
Yeah.
game was ridiculous.
There's a few good games. I'm sure we'll have even better games tomorrow.
Yeah.
Well, with that said, looking towards the grand finals, what do you think? Do Vici come in as favorites here?
Oh,
Do you
man.
believe in the dream for Cloud9? Finally, a first place win.
Ah,
You guys have usually been there to stop them.
yeah. We usually
You normally, and I gotta ask you, man, how do you feel? You guys helped them get here,
I
and
mean,
they beat you.
I need my
Does that keep
I
you
need
up
my
in
lower
there?
bracket, man. We're lower bracket kings.
Ah,
Come on, Summit. What happened, man? Why you gotta change the format like that?
no mercy. No mercy.
I don't know. I want to say C9 has a good chance, but I mean they're the kings of second place for a reason, and Vici Gaming is definitely a team that can put them, into their fate. So
So do you see a team as having an advantage, or
I think you got to give it to Vici.
just
as
a little
favorite.
bit more?
Yeah, just at
convincing in
least
their
a
victories?
little bit, just because.
I mean, that game 5 versus you guys, Envy was. Yeah, he had a rough game,
yeah. I mean,
and he said I played like shit when he came on the couch. He's playing himself very hard, but
I mean, everybody says that. Like he says that every single game, no
To
matter if
be
he wins
fair,
or loses. So.
well,
Yeah, I don't know. I think Vici. I mean, Vici's a championship caliber team, and C9 definitely has the potential to become one. But time and time again, they prove themselves to always fall a little bit short. So
well, we'll see if they can get that monkey off their back soon. Peter, thank you very much for joining us for the cast.
yeah, sure.
You can of course follow him at PPD Dota, guys.
And I have to play 2v2s, man.
Yes, we do have the tag team match.
How did I end up in this? Did I get voted or something?
Yes, you have fans.
How did I get
Your
voted?
fans want you to play.
I have no fans.
PBD 22-0. Let's go, dude.
All right.
Me and PyCat, huh?
Great. And looks like we are going to have an interview here with FY Ice Ice Ice. So
Yeah, let me get up. Let's go.
Yeah, well-
GG's.
GG.
Well, we'll get settled here. It's been a long day. Yeah.
Hello, hi.
Hi, how you doing? Just
Yeah.
make sure the microphone's in front of your face.
Okay.
So you haven't you ate some. I saw you grab a plate when you came down earlier.
Yeah, because I was dead for the fourth game. I was too hungry.
Hi, FY, congratulations, by the way.
恭喜你 Thank you.
How are you guys feeling right now?
你觉得怎么样？现在感觉怎么样？Huh? He says he feels okay. I feel tired.
Only okay. Just are you still jet lagged or
No, I don't think we are jet lag, but
it's been a long day?
hungry.
Yeah.
你还会那个时差调不来吗？
不会啊，因为我们来得很早。
Yeah, he says we came early, so there's no jet lag.
How confident are you guys going into the grand finals? So you're going to be playing against Cloud9. Do you fear them at all? Do you think you're going to crush them? What's the overall emotions of the team right now?
就你觉得打进决赛多有自信啊？打西9，就现在队里的那个情分跟
你行不行啊？
就是这样问啊，他就是这样问了、啊。你说啊、
然后呢？
然后这样
后面呢？
就没了。
你觉得呢？
你觉得他问你
你觉得呢？我问你，
屌啊
屌屌啊！
？He says he's pretty confident against C9. He thinks it's gonna be a 3-0 game.
Are you trolling me?
No, he said it. You see, we had a long competition, yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah,
You're known for sometimes changing the translation.
No, he says it's pretty easy against C9. That's what he said.
Okay. Why is it
I think
easy?
it's gonna be a hard game though. It's gonna be really tough.
Why is it easy?
就
我听懂了，朋友。
You did lie, didn't you?
就
哎，别乱说啊，大哥。
就你觉得打西9为什么容易？
不懂怎么赢。
哦，C9 doesn't know how to win.
Wow.
See, yeah.
Well,
哎
I mean,
换个人吧。
so second place again, you think?
He thinks.
Okay. You're not as confident then?
Yeah, I'll try to let C9 get first.
Are you normally the confident one on the team, the one that's just like telling everybody we got this, it's in the bag?
Him.
FY.
Yeah, he's the one. I'm the one that's like, oh guys, we lost, boys.
What makes you so confident? You're one of the youngest competitive players in China right now. When you started playing, you you kind of worked your way up from the bottom the hard way, and is it just that journey that's given you this much confidence?
他就问你，你做人打游戏怎么那么有自信啊？是因为以前到现在的过程吗？还是什么？
哪里自信啊？
你是自信啊，最自信的、啊。
没啊，
有啊。
我最怂的。
He says he's not confident at all, but I think he's lying. Because
How can you say it's going to be an easy 3-0 and not be confident?
Every time before the game, we are like, oh damn tough game. He's like, no, I got this, man. I'm FY. I'm FY God.
Do you know that all the Western fans call you FY God now? Every time you do anything, they start cheering for FY God.
FY God. FY God. Go Twitch chat. FY God.
How does that make you feel? Do the Chinese fans do the same, or is that mostly just the Western fans?
人家叫你 FY God， 你觉得怎么样？就中国的粉丝会这样叫你吗？还是只有外国的粉丝？他真的这样问。
外国的吧？
然后呢？你觉得怎么样？
还可以啊。
你把
在中国被喷多了。
This guy is a very bad interviewee. Should never interview him.
But you're a good interviewer, so you can get more out of him.
在中国什么？
在中国被喷啊，在外国被赞扬。
He says it's pretty good, and people like to flame him a lot in China. Like the fans in China, they like to flame a lot somehow for some reason. There's a forum actually, some S-Gamer.
S-Gamer, right?
Yeah, it's pretty flamish. It's like Ghost to Gamers plus Join Dota. It's like
all the worst elements put together.
Sort of, but it's actually interesting in some ways.
Do you read what the fans say a lot, or do you just mostly ignore that? Is he a fiend? Are you a fiend, FY?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
It's okay, you're in good company here. We've got a lot of the Western players who do the same thing. So, I guess it doesn't really affect you that much, though, it sounds like.
就不会影响你嘛？他们黑你是吗？
不会啊。
Yeah, he says no. He doesn't care.
因为有人黑才代表有人关注。
Because if there's someone flaming you, that means someone is interested or watching you. Something like that. Yeah.
If they hate you, they care.
Yeah, if they hate you, they care.
So, how much have we seen out of Vici Gaming in terms of what kind of strategies you have? Do you have anything like up your sleeve that you're reserving for the grand finals? Any big pocket strats? You don't have to tell us what they are, of course, but.
就我们打这个决赛，进去的决赛，我们会有什么战术吗？还有什么会有什么新的东西？你不用告诉他什么，就你可以作为是还是不是的。
有吗
He asked if there is, and like he actually asked me if there's any.
Yeah. Oh, he's asking you.
Yeah, I'm like, yeah. I mean, we're pretty much improving along the way. It's like, yeah, we are just coming up with stuff.
Okay, well, I can tell you're tired, FY, so I'm not going to take up any more of your time. Thank you very much. Daryl, get some food, my friend. And we will see you guys tomorrow for the grand finals. Congratulations. Guaranteed top 2. Looking to make it first place.
I hope
Thank you
so.
very much for your time. Anything you want to say, Daryl, before you go? Are we going to get to see a cast from you? At
Me?
least one game? Maybe cast the tag team tournament?
Well, yeah, the tag team tournament would be fine.
Okay.